Is reconciliation possible? Spirit, for the viewer, may we have a look at what the viewer may need to know in regards to reconciliation? May we have a look, please, for the viewer in regards to reconciliation? What do we need to know at this time? Okay, bottom of the deck, we have got Justice, we have the 5 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, the 3 of Cups, and we have the Queen of Swords. The combination of these cards here are showing that there is quite a challenge at hand here, and certainly change will be required if there is to be a reconciliation. For many, this is going to look like a third-party situation here with the 3 of Cups. Now, third-party situation does not always mean that it's talking about another person. It is any obstacle between the both of you. So this could be talking about cultural differences, religious differences, age gaps, or even physical distance. I believe that this is you showing up here as the Queen of Swords. And this is not necessarily gender related. However, it is certainly speaking about someone who has high standards and boundaries. We can see with the 10 of Swords that there may have been a very painful ending between the both of you. And with the 5 of Swords, one may have walked away from the other. The Queen of Swords is often depicted as the most steely and the most cold of all queens. But she was not always that way. This is something that has been learned through discernment and through many harsh life experiences, where once the Queen of Swords may be someone who was overgiving and incredibly sweet to all. Those elements of her nature are still there, but they are no longer shared with everyone. There is now this discernment and the ability to literally cut to the truth, to have this ability and this knowing as to other people's intentions towards them. In a traditional Queen of Swords cards, there is one hand that is holding the sword and the other hand that is held outright, showing that there is this willingness to hear, but whatever is being offered must be the truth. It certainly feels like there are some challenges within this dynamic. Potentially third-party situations, painful endings, and even this feeling of treachery. 5s within tarot, they do talk of change. The 5 of Swords to me has always indicated a leaving behind of people, places, and mindsets that no longer resonate. And it has always been interesting to me that the person in the foreground of the card is holding 3 swords. And the 3 of Swords within tarot, it does talk about this heartbreak, this grief and sorrow. And I can really see this being interpreted in 2 different ways within this particular scenario. It could be talking about the person who had left is now carrying these elements of grief, heartbreak, and anxiety. Very much being in a difficult predicament and having to choose a particular path. And with the combination of the Queen of Swords, this could also very much be talking about you. And these feelings of grief and the sorrow that you've had to overcome in moving forward and becoming who you are today. At the bottom of the deck, we have this Justice card. And I've said it many times that all cards have more than one meaning. This could be talking about some sort of karma that is happening within this dynamic now, where you have truly moved on and become quite the force to be reckoned with, where the tables have turned. That maybe now there is someone who is coming forward that is wanting reconciliation, and you essentially are going to be the one who is the decision maker. We can see that there are similarities within these cards. Both are holding swords, saying that there is a recognition of truth. And both hold this essence of power. We can look here at the scales and we can see that the scales are even, meaning that in order for this to move forward, there has to be a balance that is made, and that you need to both be on the same vibrational frequency. On the other hand, this can also be talking about legalities that may need to be taken in regards to third-party situations. So far, what I am seeing is that there is this possibility of reconciliation, but there certainly needs to be truth that is told, honesty within this. So Spirit, let's do a couple of cards to finalize. The most likely potential outcome, please. The most likely potential outcome within this particular situation. What might that be, please? What might that be? Okay, bottom of the deck, we have got the Death card and we have the Ace of Pentacles. Oh boy, this is really keeping us on the edge because there are two very clear outcomes here again. For some, this is clearly over and you are looking for a brand new beginning with someone that is new, where this speaks of this loyalty and it speaks of this commitment. For others, there has been this ending and there will be this opportunity for a brand new start. We can see within the card that there is the sun that is rising in the background, that there are better days ahead. And with the Ace of Pentacles, it is saying that your manifestations that you have been desiring have now come into fruition, have come full circle. Again, the way that they have drawn this illustration almost looks like the pentacle itself is the sunshine and speaking of a much happier outcome. As always, this is a collective reading and therefore it is not meant to resonate with everyone. If you would like your own private reading as to look at what the outcomes might be within your relationship, then there is a link in my bio to same-day readings that will be returned to you within 24 hours. I would also like to offer you a very beautiful Divine Union journal that I designed myself. And it comes as a set with beautiful affirmation cards and journal prompts. And these are the very cards and journals that I designed for myself when I was single. And I needed to build up my mindset and work on my self-concept. And these are part of the tools that I used in order to take me from being single into a beautiful divine union with my twin soul. If I resonate with you, then I am part of your collective, and the successes that I have achieved are successes that are also in store for you. I am a very slow learner, and these studies and these tools took me almost 20 years to create for myself. And I've put them together knowing the profound effect that they can have on your life.